Hello kids, how are you doing? I am Mr. Galvez. I'm recording this video for the people who cannot connect to the classes of Zoom of 5th grade. This week we work in these pages. We were working in page 25, 26 and 27. We also made a review of some other pages that we have worked in the past. So in page 25, as you may see there, okay, the very first exercise that we have in the book is complete the sentences using the words in the word bank. Mainly, okay, these topics are based on vocabulary. Okay, there are no new topics. The only new topic that they introduce is labication, but they are not explaining any sound like in the other weeks and the other topics that we have been learning in other videos. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna try to repeat the words that we have here. Okay, as you may see there, we have the word child, wind, find, blind, mind, wild, reminded, and kind. Okay, I'm gonna repeat them one more time so you can get used to it. Please try to repeat. Okay, when you watch the video, try to repeat after me. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're at home, you're not gonna be crazy. It is just part of the practice. Child, wind, find, blind, mind, wild, reminded, kind. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain some of the words that we have there. Okay, some of the meanings as well. You're gonna try to complete the sentences as well, but let's continue then. Okay, this is the word child. Okay, child, it could be a boy, it could be a girl. Remember, the singular is child, the plural is children. Wind. Okay, this is an exception. Okay, I think that you would think that the pronunciation is wind, but this is an exception and you have to pronounce it like wind. Okay, as you may see there is a hurricane, right? So the air moves fast. Okay, when the air moves, we call it wind. Okay, the wind is strong, the wind is wild. Find. Okay, I'm trying to find something. Okay, I'm trying to find some information. Okay, I'm searching, I am trying to find out. When you try to find out, you try to discover something that you need. Okay, something new, or maybe just something that someone else asks you to investigate, right? So you are trying to find, to look for something. That is what it means, find. When you play, okay, hide and seek, you may also say, oh, I found you. Okay, I found you. It means that you saw the person, you got what you wanted to know. Okay, that is the meaning of the word find. Okay, as you may see there, the next word is blind. The man that you can see in the picture cannot see anything, right? So he is blind. He cannot see anything. He is blind. Okay, when people usually is blind, they use a cane. Okay, they use a cane. This is a cane. Okay, cane. Okay, they use a cane to know where are they walking. Okay, it helps them to know where to walk. Okay, and that makes them independent as well. Okay, the word that we have here is mind. Okay, when you use your mind, okay, you are going to start thinking. You're gonna be creative. So let your mind fly, says a famous saying. Okay, let your mind fly. Okay, let your mind be creative. Okay, it also works for the word design, which is a word that we learn in past classes. Okay, the next word is wild. Wild. Okay, as you may see there, we have wild and we also have domestic animals. But which are the wild animals? The wild, the lion, the elephant, the tiger. Okay, the wild animals are the ones that you cannot have at home, right? Even though some people have them, okay, it is pretty dangerous because they are really huge animals. For instance, tigers or lions, and sometimes it can happen an accident. Okay, the same goes with the elephants. In India, for example, they have a lot of elephants, and they use them as a transportation, right? They use them as a transportation, but there have occurred a lot of incidents, okay, in which elephants have gotten mad, and others they started attacking people or they started trying to destroy private property as well. Okay, domestic animals. What domestic animals do we have here? We have the cow, we have the cat, we have the dog. That is the meaning of the word wild. Okay, the word remind. Okay, when you remind something, or someone reminds you, or a thing reminds you to something, okay, you are remembering. Okay, for instance, you may say, or I can tell you, who says, who's always nunca se sabe? Who says nunca se sabe? That reminds me to Chelato. He always says that phrase. Or you may say, eso. Oh, who says that? Who always is saying that phrase? Oh, that mister or that miss. You may say, right? You may identify people by their habits. Okay. Or for instance, in a cheaper program, I can make a noise and I can say, haha, and you are gonna tell me, oh, it's Nelson from Los Simpsons. So that sound reminds you to Nelson. Okay, or you may tell your mother, remind me that tomorrow I need to go to the doctor. Remind me to take the papers, okay, because I need to go to the doctor. So you are telling your mother to tell you, to remember you, that you need to take those papers with you. Okay, that is the meaning of the word remind. Okay, so in the same page, okay, we have some other words in the lower part, okay, these words that are over here. We have the word boldly, which is an adverb based on the adjective bold. What is a bold person? It is a person that is not afraid of anything. It is a fearless person. We have the word folded, behold, post, hold, most, cold, lost, scold. Okay, so one more time, we're gonna repeat all the words that we have here. Bold, folded, behold, post, hold, most, cold, told, lost, scold. Okay, now we're gonna try to discuss the meaning of some of the words. Okay, this is the word bold. The man is really bold. The man is really bold. Okay, he's not afraid of anything. As you may see, that photographer is really bold. Okay, he's not afraid of anything. He doesn't care if someone is aiming at him, right? He's not afraid that the man that is in front of him, which is a soldier or a police, I think, is trying to shoot him, right? He doesn't care about it. He's a bold person, a fearless person, a person that has no fear. Okay, well, as you may see there, the action that the man is doing, okay, or the woman, is to fold, right? They are folding a paper. They are folding a sheet of paper, right? That is what you do when you fold, okay? You may fold clothes as well. You may fold paper. You may fold some other stuff, right? You can fold several things. Okay, with this picture that we have here, we are going to use the word behold, okay, which is in our vocabularies as well. Behold. When you say behold, okay, it is as if you were telling to someone else, look at that, okay. Behold how wonderful is the scenery from El Picacho. We can see all Tegucigalpa city. Okay, so that's what you mean by behold, to look at something. You tell to someone else, look at that. Okay, that looks amazing, or something incredible is happening. Okay, the word that we have here, it is lost. Okay, as you may see, the people that you see in the picture, they are part of a movie. Okay, and the name of the movie is Lost. Actually, these people get lost in a deserted island. They are stranded in a deserted island, and they need to survive. But then in the island, there are some people who likes to kill humans. Okay, so they had to try to escape and try to survive until someone rescues them. So as you may see there, they are lost. Okay, when we were talking in our class in Zoom, okay, we were saying that some of us, okay, when we were children, used to go with our mothers to the market, and some of us got lost. Okay, for instance, it happened to me when I was a child. I went with my mother to the market, but I got lost. Okay, I was worried and I was crying because I said, "Oh, where's my mother? My mother! I'm lost. No, she's never gonna find me." Okay, so I was very concerned. I was preoccupied, right? And some other kids also told that they were lost in the mall. Some others said that they got lost in a fair, and so on. So that is what you mean with the word lost. The word that we have here is scold. Okay, scold. Okay, when you do something wrong, your mother scolds you, right? She scolds you. Or when you are in the classroom and you're not paying attention, the teacher can scold you as well. An adult usually can scold you, right? If you do something bad or you're misbehaving, people is gonna scold you. Okay, the word cold, which is very easy, right? Most of you understand this word already, which is the opposite of hot. Okay, in this case, this girl is cold. Okay, it is cold. There is snow everywhere. Maybe there is a blizzard. A blizzard is when snow and a strong wind falls over the air. That's what you call a blizzard. Okay, so the word, one more time, it is cold. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next page, which is page 26. Okay, in this page we have some rhymes. Okay, you're gonna read the questions that we have from 1 to 6. Okay, these are the questions that you have here from 1 to 6. You're gonna read them and you're gonna choose one of the words in the word bank. For instance, I'm gonna help you with the first one. Okay, the first one says, what would you call a brain that thinks of ways to help others? How would you call a brain that tries to help others? Okay, so the most appropriate that is here, it is a kind mind. Okay, let's do the other one, the number 2. What would you call the creature who invites you to a spooky party? Okay, they are inviting you to a terror house. Okay, so would you dare to go to that haunted house or not? You wouldn't be able to be there. And the same you have to do with the other 4, right? You have to read them carefully. There is no rush for you to finish it as soon as possible. Try to read it carefully so you can place the right answers. And the last vocabulary that we have here, we are repeating most of the words that we learned in the last page. Okay, we have the word find, lost, wind, told, mild, sold, most, cold, gold. Okay, for instance, what is gold? It is a precious material. It is a precious material that appears in some caves. Okay, you have to mine it from very deep in the earth. Okay, you can also find it in some rivers in Honduras, right? Small quantities, but you can find it. It is a precious material and it is very expensive. Then we have the other words that are basically repeating. Okay, so at the end, you have in the next page, in page 27, you have another word bank. Okay, you have some words. Okay, I need you to repeat them after me, please. Okay, we're gonna repeat them twice. Okay, so repeat after me. Night, composer, wit, find, declare, difficult, phantom, disappear, bold, unique, innermost, foremost, arrangement, there, climbing, questioner, honeycomb, threat, grind, wholesome, meanwhile, refreshment, music, numb, whose, cashier, overwhelm. Okay, so let's explain some of the words there. Okay, what are you going to do after I explain the words? Okay, you have to read the rule and what it says the rule. Okay, a syllable is a word or part of a word with a single vowel sound. A word has as many syllables as it has vowel sounds. So in English, as I have explained previously in the classroom, when you syllabicate, when you divide words in syllables, you need to listen to how many vowels sound. Not at the numbers that you see, but the number that sound, okay? So the first one says night, okay, night, which is the vowel sound that we can listen there? I, so it is night. Composer, composer, okay, there are 3 syllables over there. Wit, one syllable. So depending on the number of syllables, you're gonna write those words, okay, in the lines that are here. Okay, you have 3 lines. Okay, for instance, 1 syllable, wit. You're gonna write there, wit. Okay, only obviously in 1 line, right? I'm doing it this because I'm doing it from my phone. Okay, so let's discuss some of the words then. Night, okay, a knight, okay, it is a soldier from the past. In the past, they didn't used to be called soldiers, they were called knights. Okay, knights. Okay, there is an example of a Chinese knight in the picture. Honeycomb, a honeycomb is the house, okay, of the bees. That is a honeycomb, the house of the bees. You can call them also hives, but in the book they are teaching us the word honeycomb. Arrangement, okay, when you are in mothers, that you prepare some arrangement for your mothers, right? To arrange something is to organize things in a determined way. Okay, for instance, you can deal with another country as well. For instance, imagine that there are 2 countries, they are fighting each other, right? But someone intervenes and tells them, we need to get an arrangement so you can stop fighting. Okay, they need to make an arrangement so they're gonna arrange something, right? Good. Let's see, the next word that we have here is wit, okay, which is the material that we use to create flour, right? Which is the one that we use at the same time to prepare baleadas, okay? So the flour for the baleadas comes from the wheat, okay, which is a plant. It is one of the most important plants that we have as human beings, okay? Wheat. Threat, okay, threat. This is a threat. The man, okay, the man pointing with the finger is telling him, if you don't do this, I'm gonna do that. Okay, you can threat someone, right? So you may say, if you don't do what I am telling you, I'm gonna tell your mother, and then you are afraid and you do it. No, but you cannot allow anybody to threat you, right? You have to tell the truth, so you're gonna prevent someone from bothering you. Okay, for in our country, it is very common to threaten people. Okay, you may say, for instance, we have the gangsters, right? They cover the tax of war, and if you don't pay it, they go to your house and kill you. They send you a note, and if you don't do it, if they kill you, right? That is a threat they give to you. Cashier. A cashier is the person that helps you in the supermarket, right? That is a cashier. You always have to be polite with the people, right? Learn that you always have to greet. Okay, you always, no matter where you are, you have to greet. You have to say goodbye. You have to say good morning. Okay, the next one that we have here is grind. Okay, and we have the definition of what grind is: to perform repetitive tasks over and over in order to attain a goal. For instance, you may say that you want to become a famous singer, so you need to practice and practice, right? You need to grind. Okay, you need to practice as much as you can to get the best one. Declare, right? When you declare, you say something. Maybe you say the truth, or maybe you are saying lies. But what you see in the picture, the man that is in the picture, it is declaring. The man is declaring. He's declaring. Okay, we have here another example of a phantom or a ghost. I'm not so versed in this kind of thing, so it is kind of difficult to find the difference. I was looking in the dictionaries, but the difference is unnoticeable, right? So you can call them phantom or you can call them ghost, the way you want. Phantom, ghost. By the way, tell me if you have ever seen a ghost in your life. It was your imagination, or you truly saw something. Okay, then the next word that we have here is composer. Composer. A composer is a person who creates new music. That person creates its lyrics, or it could be its melodies, but that's what you call a composer. Hold, right? Someone asked me about this word, hold. When you hold to something, you are trying to get that thing. You're trying to be near that thing. That is to hold. We can hold hands, like as you may see in the picture. One of the people there is falling down, so the other says hold on to me. Okay, he doesn't want the other person to fall from the ice cliff. Mild. Okay, that is what you call mild weather. It is not hot, it is not cold either. That is what you call mild weather, a nice weather that you are not sweating but you are not freezing either. That is what you are gonna find in most of the countries near the tropics. In our case, it is not like that, right? We hardly have some places with mild weather, but most of the country, it is really hot. And we have another example of mild as well, which is considered in food, right? The word is considered to be related to food. Okay, so if you put a lot of spicy stuff, it is going to be hot for the people who likes hot things, right? If you just put a little, it is going to be medium. Okay, but if you don't put almost anything and you cannot even notice it, you may be a little amount, you call it mild as well. Okay, this is everything we have been learning this week. Okay, if you have any doubt, tell your parents that you can text me so I can continue helping with any doubt that you have. Okay, if you don't know how a word, or you have a doubt how to pronounce a word, try to put them in the Google Translator, so that way you're gonna have a better understanding, a better idea of how to pronounce that word, and you can practice it many times. Okay, so this is everything. Have a wonderful weekend.